Lots of changes for the Vancouver Whitecaps in the offseason. Here to talk about it, Sportsnet's Irfaan Gaffar. Irfaan, one of the biggest changes, obviously the departure of Camilo. What impact is that going to have on the Whitecaps this season?
Well, I think it's a huge impact. I mean, no one can replace 22 goals, but you know, it's one of those things where it's a blessing and it's kind of something that the Whitecaps didn't want to happen. Obviously, the way the situation was handled probably wasn't the best choice for the Whitecaps or even Camilo himself. But, I mean, you're going to have guys that are going to step up. You're going to have opportunity for new players to come in. I mean, Darren Maddox, we all know that he expected to score 25 goals his rookie year and then his second year, so maybe this year will be the year that he scores 25 goals. The emergence of Kakuta Mane, we all saw his blazing speed down the wing, he's able to finish in front of the net. And you even have a guy like Kenny Miller. You know, I know he's getting up there in age and hasn't scored much, struggled with injury, but he's a guy that, you know, he's got experience, he's played at the highest level, and he's the kind of guy that'll take on a mentorship role for this team. And even Omar Salgado, you know, coming off of injury, Omar, you know, has played not that much soccer of late, but he's got a point to prove to a lot of people, including himself, that he can come out here and play MLS soccer.
One of the other big changes this offseason, a new head coach, Martin Rennie out, in is Carl Robinson. What does he bring to the table for Vancouver?
Well, Carl Robinson brings familiarity, a lot of it, to the Vancouver Whitecaps. I mean, the players love the guy. I've known him for a few years now, and you know, he has all the respect from all the players. Now, Jarrell Coker came in at the beginning of last season and said that Carl Robinson's one of the best coaches he's ever played for. And this is coming from a guy who's played at the highest level in Europe. So Carl Robinson, you know, he has the experience of a head coach. He's also played in the MLS. He knows the game. He knows how to win in this league. And you know, the players love him, and I think that he'll do a good job. I mean, he's put in kind of an awkward situation with everything that kind of happened, but I do think that, you know, no matter what, he'll succeed. If the Whitecaps have a bad year, you know, Carl Robinson doesn't look too bad because they're integrating youth into their system. If they have a good year, hey, good on him. You know, he's a great new coach.
So that's the question now. Bad year, good year. Where's this team going to end up at the end of the season? In the playoffs?
I don't think they'll make the playoffs. You know what? I think they'll have a good year. I can't see them making the playoffs just because the season is so long, and a lot of these young guys, you know, a lot of young players, they can play long periods of time, but, you know, the grueling grind of an MLS season, all the travel, the Whitecaps have the worst travel in the league. So I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they are going to be successful. I think they're going to find emergence of maybe some new young talent, integrating them into the squad. But as for the playoffs, no, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year.
Well, there you have it. There's the skinny on the Whitecaps heading into this season. Irfaan Gaffar, thanks for joining me from Rogers Sportsnet.